Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking, and a warm welcome to this week's Walking Wednesday. Right off the bat, if you haven't seen my streams, you'll notice that something is a little bit different. Namely, all the way up here, my head looks a little bit misshapen, but it's not. Trust me, the hair is shaped up to perfection by my brother, so that's I'm not concerned about that. It just looks weird to me right now because I'm very much used to having my facial proportions be slightly different. But, oh well, that's not important. It's just something that happened this week that wasn't related to the busyness that is becoming my life once more. So yeah, a lot happening, basically. I have a submission in a couple of days of a treatment and screenplay and a bunch of other things that I have to sort out. Not only that, but also I have a module tomorrow where there's a lot of stuff to do, and I'm supposed to be reviewing some people and workshopping some stuff. I sent in my workshop thing for them, but I don't know. I don't really want to get into it because, my goodness, I'm very tired and it's hard wrapping my head around anything right now. Because, of course, I'm not even talking about the main event that is to happen in a few weeks' time. In exactly 2 weeks' time, I believe. Yeah, today's the 3rd, right? Yeah. So exactly 2 weeks' time. Which, of course, is the Muse and Girl 2nd anniversary. As promised before, we are working on a remake of episode 1. And so far that's been going okay. I've got all the audio, so I'm not waiting for any voice actors anymore. Except for maybe Caroline to send in like the new student line, which was a flub in the original dialogue, so we should never record it in the script. That's one thing I'll say. All the voice actors recorded these lines quite a while ago because it was meant to be for a Minecraft animation. Well, I say no, not all of them. Not all of them end up doing it in the end. It's meant to be William was meant to be doing like a Minecraft animation for it. That's William Tube HD, by the way. But that never ended up happening. I decided that it was best if I sent him some good audio, so I got all the new cast to submit lines for it. But yeah, but yeah, never ended up going through. But actually, we were going to do a remake regardless. That's been the plan for, I don't know, ever since I can remember, really. I've always said I was going to go back and remake the first episode at some point, especially after the remake of My Street episode 1 came out. Then I thought to myself, yeah, at least this one episode, that's got to be something that I need to do. And so it is something that I'm doing. Along with, of course, the 5 editors. Once I actually get the Season 1 exports that Aiden did. So I'm not repeating myself for it. It's another thing, so just arranging all that stuff. Fortunately, the editors have a little bit of a less busy schedule than I do. Let me see. I always forget. There's the sign on the other side of this. It'll be closed on Monday, 21st December. I guess we're locked. For 1 day only. Right, okay. Never mind. I can use this. Normally I'll open gates with my feet, but that time it required a shoulder push because of the lock. I've always wondered about who made the dens and stuff around here. If you look at that over there, I wonder. Maybe that was made by probably a group of kids or something years and years ago, and it's just like the ideal clearing or something. Because granted, I made a few of those around the wreck with some friends. And my brother and his friends as well. So yeah, interesting enough. But yeah, as for that remake, that's also going through. I mean, the other thing would be that that on March 17th actually is not only the anniversary of the Muse and Girl, it's also the anniversary of Phoenix Drop High, which means there'll be a stream on the exact same day for that. So basically I've got a double booking, really. A triple booking, really, because I also do like the cast of the Mutant Girl reacts to certain something something. So I might stream early in the day for Phoenix Drop High and see who catches it, and then I'll do the Mutant Girl stuff at peak time, because it's peak time. Or I'll just do like one whole massive marathon. It's certainly going to be a premiere, so I can't do that really. I have to arrange that properly. Yeah, for the next few weeks, expect a lot of stuff to be Mutant Girl themed, because I've also promised a while ago I was going to do stuff like an Everything Wrong with the Mutant Girl, like, a CinemaSins thing. But also because Aiden did one of his a long time ago, but I reacted to it at the time, but I said that I was going to do my own because he was way too nice. So there's that, and there's also, I guess I can have the every reference wait, because I don't know, I feel like the Everything Wrong with one should probably come sooner, because that's kind of well, I forget what I was going to say now. That should come sooner, because obviously I'm reflecting on an episode that is the current most up-to-date version of that. So who knows, I'll watch that over and script that maybe. And we'll do that in some of the only downtime I'm going to give myself the rest of the day, because there's so much to do. I'll keep going this way. I'm not sure. This is probably going to be a short walking Wednesday as well. I'm not going to go 20 minutes talking about everything. I want to keep some things a mystery, And also, again, not much time, and it's also kind of cold. I just had some tea and egg butty, so... Oh, by the way, butty is sandwich. I keep forgetting sometimes that we don't usually use that. So that's very northern slang, actually. Which is interesting, considering that we live in the south, but again, we've been all over the place. No consistency. But yeah, so I've had one of those and a cup of tea, and I should have done it the other way around. I should have been the thing to come back to, rather than what I start off with. It's like how I critiqued episode 4 of My Street, that they should have gone out in the snow first and then come back to the hot cocoa so they can warm up afterwards. But the other way around, and here I am doing the same thing. Whoopsie! The other thing I want to talk about is Pixelmon, actually, because immediately after that, after Mutant Girl, I'm going to start working on Pixel Month, because once again, we're up into almost April, and April is Pixel Month. So season 2 of Pixelmon Generations Adventures is supposed to come out. Well, hopefully. Oh, good grief, no, I'm not going down that. It's a downhill path. I'm just going to go the way I came. I've been running around a lot today. I actually went to Crawley today, actually. That's one thing I should mention. Because I was going to film there, but I decided against that, because otherwise I would have been standing out in the rain just talking to my grandmother and my aunt, which isn't a problem unless it's raining, which of course it was. So yeah, the rain kind of came down afterwards. Even though it's cold, I should show you also. I said on my Instagram I was going to show off this. Hang on. Let's see. There you go. It finally came through. The the end merch from Unus Annus, or from Unus specifically in this instance. I had the Annus one on yesterday during my OC submission announcement, which, by the way, if you're interested in that, remember that's you've got 2 days left, and that goes by in a flash. We've already had a few submissions from people mainly on Discord. I've got to check to see if anyone's using the hashtag on YouTube or not. We'll see. But yeah, for now, but yeah, let's just bear that in mind. But yeah, I've got, so I have to take a picture of me wearing these. Some other time, perhaps. You'll see this, you'll see the shirt much more on stream later, I guarantee. Right, I'm gonna maneuver through these people so I can go back the same way I came. A bit further along the way, but we'll see. Okay, trying to think of anything else. Oh yeah, so yeah, I was saying the Wizards duel that I was having was, of course, because I was off seeing I was at my cousin's house again. You know, having Wizard duel with his daughter, because that's just what we do to pass the time. Oh wait, there's another path I can go down this way. It's like bumps and molehills or mole holes and I don't even know. Bumps and Burrows. There we go. I know what I'm calling the episode now. I haven't shown them off actually. I should do that. I'm going to name the episode after something. Might as well show you said something. There you go. Oh good grief, my hammer's in front of it. Let me try that again. There you go. Not the best panning in the world, but considering that I can't see what I'm doing when I pan like that, I think it should be alright. I'm just thinking now actually, I've been filming myself like this for more time than just Walking Wednesday actually. Of course my angles are very awkward sometimes and I'm either like too close like this, or I'm like filming up here or down here because my arm gets tired. But you know what? In all honesty, I can actually say that that this path is confusing. I can also say that I've improved a lot, because I used to do this thing called carsin.com, which was basically my brother and I's like version of iCarly. It's a 3-minute series that actually, some of which did go on YouTube but on unlisted, because my dad was clever like that and didn't think people would want to see the show that we made, so people would see it. I don't know. Confusing. But either way, it was a show like this, and I was filming around most of the time like this, and I would just be shaking the camera around like this, not really paying attention where I was going, and I didn't have like the follow thing that this thing does. So if I move around now, it will actually like track my head a little bit. But no, we were using a camera that my brother got in 2009, so you can imagine it was not exactly the best. I found the footage of that recently as well, and I watched it back, and my lord, my straight man routine was vastly outclassed by his goofy antics. Underrated, I would say, in terms of him, not me. I'm much more of a perfected straight man routine now, unless I go goofy. I can do both. I'm a versatile actor now. Absolutely. Other improvements. Oh, there's a dog incoming. Oh wait, no, I'll come around this way. I have bad luck when it comes to dogs swimming Walking Wednesday, don't I? Like, request to dog owners. Toxic oral cans can cause blindness in children. Please clear up after your pet's placing excrement in the dog bin provided. And filmed and signed Ladybug comment. Interesting. It's staring at me. It knows that I've mentioned it. Look at it in the background. It is staring at me. Oh dear. Okay, let's see. Well, I went up there last time, didn't I? I'll doing that again. I'm heading home. I'm wrapping things up. And yeah, and after that, after the carsin.com, I also started doing a thing called Good Luck Chloe. Again, another show copy, basically, from Good Luck Charlie. You know how the main character in that does, Teddy does films of her life, like video diaries. Which, now that I look back at the show, you have to have seen the show to get the context for them. My video diaries, because they weren't like daily, were actually mostly just me reacting around and, you know, filming again the same cousin's daughter, but when she was like 2 months old. So when did I stop doing that? When she was like 3 years old or something? Not sure, maybe 4. Depends. I remember at one point I needed a camera and my dad didn't have his usual camera around, so I actually just took a camera that my grandmother had from goodness knows when. I have absolutely no idea, and I don't even know why she has a camera, to be honest. She never filmed anything, or I guess maybe she did. I'm not entirely sure. Probably take photos, really, because it turns out the video is terrible. I filmed an entire 8-minute treasure hunt that I spent a lot of time setting up and placing around, again, for the same cousin's daughter, weirdly enough. And, well, I mean, it honestly, like, her dad was the one who ended up solving most of those, because I made, like, actual clues in rhyme and such. Oh boy. I have to go into the sound of construction equipment or something. Okay. Oh great, there's a dog there as well coming that way. This is why I got arrested by the dog police. Remember that from Walking Wednesday 8? Of course you don't. We're on like 93 now. Who remembers Walking Wednesday 8? Anyway, point is that I filmed the entire thing, and it turns out I watched it back and there was no sound. And someone said, well, of course there was no sound. What do you mean, of course there was no sound? How was I supposed to know that you know, video cameras before didn't have sound on them? I would have taken like any sort of compressed audio. I wouldn't care how much static there was. I just want people to hear, you know, the effort that I've gone to, instead of like people like mouthing the same thing. I suppose, you know, it's a great thing for the hearing impaired. So I guess it suits my grandmother quite well, actually. But anyone else would not find enjoyment in it, and unfortunately, it's gone. I didn't save a lot of those. They're like on SD cards somewhere. I mean, you think like don't back up my files now. I certainly did not then. I don't even know if that camera has an SD card. What would they even have used before SD cards on cameras? I'm not actually sure. Genuine question. If anyone knows, put that in the comments. I might actually remember to read the comments on Walking Wednesday this time. I read the ones about Len Totally. That was something. Was that last week's video? That was 2 weeks ago, wasn't it? I'm so out of the loop. That Len Totally drama really threw my whole schedule. Because again, talking about Pixelmon, looping back to what I was saying before, I was actually going to say that the Pixelmon, because Pixelmon is coming up, when I had to finish this season 1 of Pixelmon Generations Adventure, because there's a lot of videos of that never actually came out, and they were on a backup drive, which I mentioned this in a previous video, but they're on a backup drive that no longer works. Like, all the files are still there, but the cable and the extension that it has is not working, so I gave that to my dad a while ago. I need to hound him about that. Perhaps not today, but maybe a few things that we'll see the next week or so, or for the rest of March really, will not only be Music Girl themed or AFMAL streams, but also a lot of Pixelmon. That's the hope anyway. And I've said I wasn't going to go 20 minutes, I'm at 19 minutes now. Alright, time to stop, I suppose. I think that's all that I can jabber on about this time. You know, no more bumps and burrows, are there? Because I'm out of the forest now. So I guess I'll leave it here. So please leave a like or dislike, because your opinion matters. Subscribe if you've not done so already. And remember, March the 17th is the day of the anniversary. So be there for the premiere, which will probably be around the same peak time as usual. So on that note, until next time, farewell.